Hey guys, welcome back to Bearded Edge Reviews. I'm Callum and today we've got a brilliant review for you. Today we're looking at that. Yep, the DeathWish Modz for collaboration with Vaperz Cloud. Looking at the Four Horsemen Edition of the Hog V3. Yeah, so like I said, it is a Hog V3. It doesn't look like any other Hammer of God mod. I can assure you, it is. It comes in the box and everything. So this is a collaboration project between DeathWish Modz and Vaperz Cloud. So Vaperz Cloud have manufactured and produced this item. What DeathWish Modz have done, they've helped tweak a bit of the design of it, but they've also done a lot of this amazing artwork for it as well. So the guys came together and they want to work on something, and this is what they've produced. So this is a special edition, the v3.1 of the Hammer of God. There's only 520 of these in existence. There were 20 prototypes and then 500 production for retail. So they're going to be pretty hard to get hold of, actually, in all fairness. But let's get up close and personal and see what this is talking about. So here it is, the Four Horsemen Edition of the Hammer of God v3.1. So it comes in your standard Vaperz Cloud box, as it's manufactured by Vaperz Cloud. So a few bit of safety warnings on the bottom, standard logo, nothing fancy really, overly fancy about that. Weighty though. So what's inside the box? So you've got your little user manual, shall we say, giving you everything you need to know, a few safety warnings, etc. And then we have the star of the show. So here it is. So we have vents and a little switch to open the door at the bottom. You've got the adjustable 510 pin. Yeah, it's adjustable, not floating, so when this does come out of the box, it is set to the bottom, so you will need to get your screwdriver out and just unscrew that a bit to make sure it's going to connect properly with your RDA or RTA. You've got your button, and then you've got this beautiful artwork. So this is what DeathWish Modz contributed to this. So they obviously collaborated with the overall design. So as you can see, it's round, it's got rounded edges, and it is a little bit smaller than the standard V3 Hammer of God, just to make it a bit more comfortable in the hand. So as you can see, you can hold that quite comfortably. Get to the fire button, or other way around. You want to fire with your finger. It fits quite snug in that hand. It's not too big, but this artwork is just brilliant. And then you've got your serial number. So there was only 520 of these actually made. There was 20 prototypes, then 500 released for standard purchase. The serial numbers, you're going to go, well, why has yours got 501? Vaperz Cloud decided to do random serial number between 0 and 999. Doesn't make sense to me, but it's neither neither there. Serial numbering is just for authenticity. If you're buying from a trusted retailer, you know it's going to be authentic anyway for me. So you've got the Four Horsemen, so you've got death. And you've got the skull. And you've got the D for DeathWish, W, famine, war, and then M. So you've got Death, Wish, Modz. Let's take a look inside. So just pulling this back, this has currently got batteries in. See, that just pops out. Without batteries in, this can be a little bit fiddly to get off on the first occasion. And if you can see there, you can just see there, I actually scratched this on the first time I tried to open it like an idiot. But that's my own stupid fault. So you've got your plate at the bottom. So it's not going to be anything, no frills, no anything. It's a mechanical unregulated parallel series device. It's not good. Battery stuck inside it. There we go. So let's look inside. So as you can see at the bottom, you've got the plus and the minus. So it's parallel series, so you want to make sure that the two batteries on this side are the same way, but the opposite way to this side. So positive down, negative down. It is a bit confusing because if you can see it, you've got a plus engraved here and you've got a negative on that side. And that did actually confuse me a little, in all honesty, when I first got it. But then I remembered it's parallel series, so I just went with the sticker at the bottom is the way that the battery's going. But basically, as long as you keep these two batteries facing the same way, so either positive down, positive up, and then these two batteries opposite to these two, you'll be fine. So that's just that. But as you can see, it looks solid metal, really good, strong piece of kit. It's going to take a lot to mark this. So then just drop these back in, and then just pop this on. Because of the way this plate's designed, there's no set way for it to go on. Doesn't make any difference. Just need to pop that back in until it clicks. Voila. Then it's just a simple case of installing an RTA or an RDA. So I've gone with a death trap, as we saw in my last review, and then so like I say, it is parallel series, so you're going to have to make sure you really understand your battery safety, Ohm's law with this. So let's have a quick science lesson, eh? What is para series? So let's stick with two batteries to start with. Keep it simple. So in a series circuit, these will be installed that way, and the circuit will pull power from both these batteries, half the load from one side, half the load from other, and it'll pull into one circuit. So because of that, you only get the voltage of a single battery. So 3.7, 4.2, but you get the amps of both batteries. So these are Sony VCT5As, so they say 30 amps. So you'd get a 60 amp current from these two batteries, but with only a 4.2, 3.7 pin on the battery type, these 4.2. So you get a 4.2 volt output, which means you can actually safely run much lower builds. However, if this was series, they'd be like that. So the current would run down this battery, across a connecting plate, and up the other side. Because of that, you get the amps of a single battery, so that would be 30 amps, but you'd get the double the voltage, so 8.4 volts. And that's when you need to start looking at builds of 0.3 ohms or higher to ensure you're not going to have any issue with strain on these batteries. So what is parallel series? Well, that is two series running in parallel. So you have the current running simultaneously through two batteries in a series fashion. So what does that give you? So that gives you an output of 8.4 volts, series, good, but it's parallel. So you actually get the amps of two batteries. So with this device, you're looking at an output, again, this can vary per battery, depending on the battery types, but with these Sony VCT5As, you're going to be looking at 60 amp output, 8.4 volts. For safety reasons, because of the additional amps and power that this is going to kick out, I would still treat it as a normal series mod. So for me, I'd be saying 0.3, 0.4. Like I said, the build I've got at the moment is 0.44. And by keeping it that way, it just means you're going to get a bit better battery life out of it. I've stuck to 0.4 or between 0.4 and 0.45 with this mod, and in doing so, I'm getting full day's battery life out of it, which I think is brilliant. because I'm not just carrying extra 4 batteries around with me. So there you go. Little battery safety science lesson from Bearded Edge. So, let's get these back in, shall we? So there you go. Positive down, positive up. Voila. And it works. So, let's get back up top and see how this thing vapes. There we have it. The Four Horsemen Edition of the Hammer of God. So now we know how to use it safely, which is always the most important thing. And we've had a look up close and personal with it. Now we need to know, how does it vape? Let's find out. As you probably expect with any unregulated parallel series mod, it's going to kick with some power. And that does not disappoint. The button is so smooth, but it's instantly responsive, which is what you'd expect from an unregulated device. There's no delay in it at all. Really good, solid piece of kit. Like I said, that's solid stainless steel. That's, you know, that's going to be here forever. That's never going to, don't have to worry about paint flaking off or anything like that, breaking. That's going to be fine. That's going to last. I've used this now for a number of weeks. Parallel series, I run it about 0.4 to 0.45. That's where I like to aim with this. And in doing so, I can find that I can get almost a full day's battery life out of it. So even though it takes 4 batteries, you're not going to need to take any spares with you, really. They should do your full day out and about, or, you know, a night out if should you wish. So that's not a problem. That's a massive plus in my eyes. I used to like my single tube mechs, but I just found that the battery life, you were taking 4 or 5 batteries out with you, and it really annoyed me, and it put me off unregulated devices, to be honest, for quite a while. And this thing, I've just fallen in love with them all over again. So, pros for me, good solid quality build. I think there was a few little issues with the overall production where there was an additional O-ring put in there that shouldn't have been there, but that's easily solved. Love the artwork. The artwork for me just makes this mod. If this was just plain stainless steel, I don't think I'd have honestly bought it. It's the artwork that does it for me. It's so beautiful, so well done, and I believe all the artwork was actually hand painted. So it is engraved in there, but all that was also, I believe, hand painted. So massive effort for this. Love it. There's only a couple of things, and I'm being really nitpicky now. A couple of things that I'd have to say were cons for this. First one is when I was first inserting the batteries. So as I showed in the close-up, you've got stickers up at the top, and then you've got the engravings across the bottom, and they match. So it's a bit confusing. Well, which way is it? Positive down, positive up. What am I doing? Simple. Where it says positive on one side, make sure them 2 batteries go the same way in. On the other side, make sure they go the opposite way in. Once you've got, it's dead straightforward. It was just a little bit confusing. I would personally say just not put the stickers in and just gone with the engraving. It would have just prevented that 30 seconds of confusion. I'm nitpicking. The only other con is the switch on the door. When I first got this mod, it's tricky to get that off when there's no batteries in it. And with batteries in, it just wants to pop it out, so it's dead simple. It took me a good 10 minutes. I'm not ashamed to admit that. It took me 10 minutes to get that door off. And in doing so, as I showed in the close-up, I ended up actually scratching my mod. I know, epic fail. It was blemished without even being fired. But hey ho. Now, if I'm taking my batteries out to charge, I just leave the door off. It's easier that way. But once it's off, it's dead straightforward. Batteries are easy. It doesn't want to come out. It's a good solid little door. I like the fact that you can just throw it in anywhere because of the way the plate is formed on the actual back of it. You don't need to have it in a certain direction, so there's no concerns about safety if you put it in wrong. But how much is it? Like I said, there was only 520. They're very, very hard to get hold of. I was very lucky to get my hands on one of these. You are looking about £150. For something of this quality, I'm happy to pay that. But I can appreciate to a lot of people that's going to be very expensive. I personally do like my fancy toys, so I'm happy to part with the money. That said, there is some still available. At the time of recording this video, there are some available on the Evolution Vaping website. And they're caught in the summer sale, so there's 10% off. So you're looking at £135 for one of these at the moment. Don't know how many they've got, but I can only imagine it'll be a handful at that. I know that Karak Vape in Canada sold out, so most places have got them sold out before they'd even on by pre-order. So if you do want one of these, I strongly recommend it and get yourself to Evolution Vaping because they have it in stock, and I can guarantee that stock's not going to be there, especially with 10% off. That's just insane. So that's it. That's the Hammer of God. So as always, if you like the video, thumbs it up. If you want to see more of my reviews, hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any. If you've got any questions or anything about this or the death trap, by all means, please leave me a comment below. I will respond to any, should I actually get some Sunday. But that's fine. If you're watching this over on VidMe, again, give me a follow, please. Make sure you upvote the video. Feel free to comment. But more importantly, check out the hashtag VidMeVapeCollective. I'll put it in the description below. Click on that hashtag will bring up videos not just from me, but from a group of other people that want to spread a positive message about vaping. So whether it's advocacy, to user stories, to reviews, go check it out and you'll find some great people dropping some great material over there on VidMe as well. So yeah, so if you're actually, even if you're watching this on YouTube, go get a VidMe account, go check it out. You will love the material that's coming out from over there, guys. And then as always, check out United Vapes, my Facebook group. The link will be in the description. We've actually got a massive competition over there at the moment. We're giving away a full line of the Legends liquid. So that's 270 mils of liquid up for grabs. I'm not going to share the details. Go check out the link below. Hit up the group and take part in that. So that's me done, guys. Thank you for watching. And as always, keep it cloudy.